Good morning, everyone. This is MADDOG. Today we're going to be talking about the targeting pod. The targeting pod, there's only one spot to put it on the aircraft. It's on station 5 right. To be able to use our targeting pod, we need to power it through this switch right here, which is right hardpoint. So we'll follow our normal sequence: master arm, master mode, air to ground. We're going to come up on our right MFD and select our TGP. We just powered it up, so it is in its initialization mode. So let's take a look at the switches controls we're going to need today. We're going to need display management switch, target management switch, cage on cage, expand FOV, and radar cursor switch. All right, let's go into active pause. First thing we see on our screen is not SOI, not sensor of interest. So we're going to make it the sensor we can work with by pressing DMS down until we have a white square around our screen and not SOI disappears. Here we go. Let's talk about everything we see around the TGP screen. So air to ground tells us the mode we are in. Man and auto are the selection for the data or target data transfer to the Maverick, either manually or automatic. Wide and narrow is the field of view of our TGP. We can select it through this button here, or we can select it through the expand FOV pinky switch on the stick of the F-16. When we go to narrow, we are actually looking, the screen gets filled with the image inside that little square right here. We can zoom in using the manual range control, and we can zoom in up to a factor of 9. And if I press FOV now, expand FOV, here's another way to zoom in. Override puts the TGP in standby. Control does not have any function at this time. TV is the current mode. We can go to white hot, black hot, which are infrared modes. Neutral track does not work at this time. If it ever works, it would be to select either a white or black polarity to be able to be tracked, or neutral, which can track both. Most of the time, this is what we would use. Snowplow puts the camera straight up front at the airplane with a slight angle downward. Cursor 0 puts us at the current SP, which is our current waypoint at this time. So if I move the camera around and I want to bring the camera back to where it was at the beginning, I just press cursor 0. Or you can also do it by doing TMS down twice. Here we go. Target and offset aim point 1 and 2. I'm not going to talk about it today because it's currently not working very well. Declutter removes some of the information off our screen to make it easier to read. TGP is just the page we have selected. Swap would be to bring the TGP image to our left MFD. AGC, automatic gain control. We can leave it in automatic or move it to manual. And then we can, of course, if we are in a IR mode, change the gain. We can do it through here, or we can use the contrast and brightness switches on our MFD to try to get the best image possible. Gray off, gray on brings a grayscale at the bottom of the screen, again, to try to get the best image possible through our adjustments. Now let's see what is on the screen itself. The center of the camera is currently looking at those coordinates and elevation. So if I move the camera around, you will see that the coordinates and elevation are changing. The format is degrees, minutes, decimal minutes. 9Z is the zoom factor we are currently using. This little white diamond shows where the camera is looking. So if I move the camera around, okay, let's zoom out. It's going to be faster. So the camera is pretty much looking right ahead of us. If I move the camera, here we go, you see the diamond moving left and right. And if I bring the camera closer to us, you see the diamond moving downward. So it gives us a pretty good idea of where the camera is looking. And this will be very helpful for our situational awareness. See now the camera, I have moved it and I'm not sure where our SP is. So I'm just going to hit cursor 0, brings us right back to where it was originally. This is the north pointing arrow. So north is to our left. So east is in front of us. And if we come and take a look at our HSI, we see that, yes, we are currently pointing a little southeast, not straight east. But it gives us a pretty good idea of where the north is and where the other, how to orient ourselves. 12,500, that's our current altitude, roughly. 1688 is our current laser targeting code, and we can change it through the ICP here. If we go list, miscellaneous, laser, we can change our own code. We can change the code that we would be searching for if another airplane or a JTAC was pointing a laser for us. Or we can also change the amount of time the laser would be coming on before our bomb would impact the ground. LSS, that is the laser spot search. It can be activated through the cage uncaged switch. So let's say there's another airplane in the area and they are lasing a target for us and we want our pod to be looking right at the target. So we would just put our camera in the vicinity and then press cage and it activates the search. You can see the camera pointer showing us where the camera is looking, so it is in a search pattern looking for that laser. At the bottom here, 6 seconds is the time remaining before we would drop our bomb. Area is the mode we are currently using, so we can enter an area track mode by doing TMS right. And if I wanted to track that vehicle, I would put my camera on it and then press TMS up to create a point track. This is also the way to track a moving vehicle, and we just happen to know that we have a moving vehicle on the road to the west and north of the airport, so we're going to start looking to the west. We know west is in our direction, so here's a road, so let's start looking on that road for a vehicle. And here it is. Zoom in, and we're just going to find a spot on the road where we know the vehicle is going, and we just wait for it to show up, and just prior for it to entering the center of the crest, we go TMS up, and we go point track. So our camera will be tracking that vehicle, and we could maneuver and drop a laser guided bomb on it or a Maverick. To remove the point track, we go TMS down. And if I wanted to bring my camera back to where it was originally, I can press TMS down twice, and that acts like cursor 0. T6.7 is the distance to the center of our camera, where it is looking. To get a better distance reading, we can arm the laser. If I press the first detent of my trigger, you can see an L flashing, L1688 flashing, tells us the laser is currently active and firing. And the letter T just beside our distance changed to an L. So now the distance has been estimated by our laser. And it is estimated to be 6.7 nautical miles, which corresponds to what the targeting pod was estimating as well. Now if we zoom in really, really close to the BTR, you can see that the back end of the BTR is hotter. That's because that's where the engine is. We can see it clearly with white hot, with black hot too, and we can change the contrast, play with the brightness, gives us a better image. We can clearly see that the rear end of the vehicle is hotter, and if we change it back to TV, well, that is looking at the BTR as if we had just a nice pair of binoculars. 2 meters, 2 meters, that is the length of the arms of our cross. So if I move out, zoom out, we see that this distance is changing because now the arm is representing 15 meters. If we zoom in, we can estimate that the width of this vehicle is around 3 to 4 meters. So if I zoom out until I get 3, if I move my camera around, yes, we can estimate that the width of this vehicle is 3 meters. It can be useful to direct another airplane towards a target from a known geographical location. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the next tutorials, we're going to be looking at how to manipulate the TGP to help us guide weapons with the F-16. Thank you. See you next time.